completely honest. He got all mad, but he reacted way better than I thought he would. Why? Because he was cheating on me with 3 different women at the time, okay? He wasn't going to let his cash cow go. He wasn't going to let his wife go. And we weren't even married. Were we married? Yeah, we were. Who gives a fuck? He's not going to let his wife go, who's making $40,000 a month, so that he can keep living his life playing Xbox all day and riding around in her fucking Tahoe and spending her money on his bitches. He's not going to let that go. So he was very understanding. But then over the next couple weeks, he was like, you were joking about that, right? Because I'm going to raise this kid as my own. Like, you were joking, right? And so I was like, okay, like, he's either in denial or he's trying to, like, say, we're going to act like that didn't happen and we're going to get back to regular programming. So that's what I went along with. What I came clean about several years ago was the fact that I kept fucking that man. That's what I came clean about. I told him I was having an affair and it lasted a really long time. It wasn't about Bash. Yeah, but nothing like you would expect, knowing him. And it's because he knew, like, okay, if I get really mad about this and I choose to leave, I can no longer use her. At that point in time, I was literally making anywhere from 30 to 50 grand a month. Brad didn't have to work. He got to do whatever he wanted every single day. He was in the gym for several hours. He was playing basketball for several hours, which I don't think he actually was. I thought he was. He was actually with women that look like men. He would use my money on them. He would go to the casino with his mom and blow 2 to 3 grand a day. Like, he wasn't going to give that lifestyle up. That's why it's so funny. He's so fixated on the one affair I had. Like, he didn't have 7 that I know of. There's 7 that I know of. So imagine how many I don't know about. And they started from the moment he got out of prison to present time. The moment he got out of prison. So when I'm sitting there and I'm being a good wife, I'm being this good girlfriend, I held it down for 30 months while you were in prison. I'm writing you every single day. I'm putting money on the phone. I'm working my ass off. I get us our first house. I get us our first car. I tell you, you don't have to work because you just missed out on the first 30 months of your first child's life. Stay home, be a dad to her. I'll work, I'll provide, just heal, relax. I'm doing all these things. You're fucking bitches that look like my dog's asshole behind my back. Okay? And I'm working 16 to 18 hour days. So I keep doing this. The day he got home from prison, I'm 6 months pregnant. He put his hands on me. He had me flying through that house like a fucking rag doll. And I was 5, almost 6 months pregnant. The first day he got home. I ate that shit. I'm like, oh, this is love because I'm young and I'm stupid. And I'm like, he has PTSD. He's angry because of everything he's been through in prison. He's gone through a lot. Like, I'm just going to stay. I gave birth to his child. He kicked me in my vagina and split all my fucking stitches back open. I'm going to stay. Continues putting his hands on me. Will leave. Got me pregnant again. I had a miscarriage. I'm calling him in the middle of the night. I'm home bleeding. I'm in so much pain. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. He has my car out and about. He didn't get home till 6 a.m. Put his hands on me then because I was crying too much. Okay? So are we really surprised that after 5 solid fucking years of that, I finally cheated? I started going out. I started fucking somebody that actually cared about me. That actually made me feel something. Are we really surprised? No, we're not. And I don't regret it. And I never will. I don't think so. He drinks, but I don't think he does drugs. But honestly, I don't know a lot about him. Unfortunately. He has several different lives that he lives. Did he get mad when your income changed? He's the reason my income changed. And he likes to blame that on my son's dad. Brett had a severe fucking gambling problem, which all of a sudden he doesn't. And it's so crazy. All of a sudden, he doesn't gamble anymore. I don't know what changed. Maybe because he no longer has access to my money. But for years, his gambling was out of control. But it did not matter because I was making so much money. Half the time I wouldn't notice it. And the other half, I'm like, well, he's a stay-at-home dad, so that's what he does for fun. Like, that's his payment. Okay? Until I started really getting tired of the way I was being treated. Like, the verbal, the emotional, the physical. Like, it finally got to a point where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And so I started, like, withdrawing from him on a different level. And he took that as like, oh, I'm going to drain you for everything you have. Like, you're getting ready to leave me. Like, I'm going to drain it all. So my plan, and I don't think I ever talked about this. My plan was I'm going to sell my homes and I'm going to then do the divorce so that I just have to throw him a chunk of money, because if I offer him a chunk of money, he's not going to fight me in court. So I'm going to sell my homes. I'm going to get to a place of peace, some type of peaceful situation with him. And I'm going to tell him like, hey, I'll give you this if you just fucking sign on the dotted line. We'll share the kids, go about your way. So I sell the houses, and within like 6 months, he completely drained my savings account. And part of this is my fault because I was very naive with money back in the day. Like, I was making such good money. My bills were on auto pay. Like, I was never logging into my bank account. And I know that sounds insane, but like, when you're not used to a lot of money and you've been making it for several years, you're just like, bills are on auto pay. I can swipe the card. I know it's there. Like, you're good to go. What he would do is he would wait for me to fall asleep, and he would go get my debit card, and he would go take out anywhere from $600 to $1,000, $2,000 a day. And he would go play poker, or he would go to the casino with his mom. And this was every single day. And sometimes it would only be $300. Sometimes it would be $500. Sometimes it would be $600. Sometimes it would only be $250. But every single day he's taking hundreds of dollars out. And within like 6 to 8 months, I can't remember, I just remember getting into my account and it all being gone.